Hello everyone, this is Kona and thank you for tuning in to another video. Now I'm continuing my series where I look at the similarities and differences between the playstyle of a class from Team Fortress 2 and a hero from Overwatch that's inspired by that class. Now snipers exist in almost all first-person shooters, so I can't really say that Widowmaker was inspired by the sniper. There's also Ana in Overwatch as well, and although at times she can be a better sniper than Widowmaker, I want to focus on Widowmaker here because I feel that she's supposed to be the main sniper of Overwatch. You could say that snipers have three main roles: sniping, space control, and scouting. Okay, I know that first one is pretty lame, but hear me out here. By sniping, I mean picking off enemies at a distance. I know as a sniper you wanna just shoot the first person you see, and sometimes that's okay, but what makes sniper really interesting is the ability to prioritize your targets. At the top of your list should be anyone on your friends list, anyone who's dominating you, and YouTubers. If you see any of these, make sure you take them out first. No, just kidding. I mean, you could do that, but really you should be trying to take out enemy snipers and healers first. Although situations can change and you might want to take out other people first, like maybe there's a scary DPS that's wrecking your team, or maybe there's an enemy spy who's about to get a huge chain stab. Just try to use your best judgment. Because of the one-shot potential of a sniper, area denial is a big role as well. Well-positioned and well-protected snipers can cut off access to certain parts of the map, forcing the enemy to stop in their tracks. Now some lines of sight are very obvious, like if it's in a doorway or through a choke point, but good snipers can use less obvious lines of sight to get pickoffs on enemies who thought they were safe. It can be a little tough to do at times since you only have a small window to shoot at, but it's still very satisfying when you can get those picks. Now Widowmaker in particular has sort of a second way of space control with her Venom Mine. It can act as an early detection system for flankers, or it can give you that little bit of edge in a one-on-one fight with its poison over time. My only complaint is that it has 6 legs. Does Blizzard not know how many legs a spider has? I don't know. Anyway, scouting could be considered another role of snipers, although this isn't really like Battlefield or anything, so it's not scouting in that sense. Snipers can report on enemy team compositions and positions before engaging in a fight, and it makes it even easier with Widowmaker since her ultimate is basically wall hacks for your team. Now on to a sniper's best friend, and that's their sniper rifle. Both have the ability to zoom in and charge up your shot. The longer you hold your charge, the more damage you do. It's pretty simple. Now Widowmaker does charge up a bit faster though, but I think this is mainly due to the fact that Overwatch plays a little bit faster than TF2. I know everyone loves getting headshots with snipers. It's probably why some of you like playing sniper in the first place, but you don't have to make all your shots headshots. Body shots are good too, and although they might not be as flashy or do a lot of damage, they're easier to do and they're great for finishing off weak opponents. Sometimes it just makes more sense to go for those non-flashy body shots and secure that kill, rather than trying to go for a really fancy headshot and then missing altogether. Of course, once you hone in your aim, then you want to go for the head. Headshots in both games are considered a critical hit, and it can be great for one-shotting key players. Those poor heavies have to deal with getting one-shotted. They just make perfect targets for the sniper. Unfortunately, tanks in Overwatch usually have lots of health, and there are things like shields that prevent them from getting one-shotted, so in Overwatch, one-shot headshots work a little bit better for more squishy heroes like DPS and healers. One last thing to mention about their sniper rifles is how they give away their position. The sniper leaves a dot where he's scoped in, which can be a good or bad thing. If you want the element of surprise, you might want to point your dot somewhere else, somewhere where the enemy can't see. But if you want to scare them with your presence, you can leave your dot purposefully in the open and hope that it stalls them for a bit. Now Widowmaker doesn't leave a dot where she's scoped in, so her first shot has the element of surprise. Unfortunately, all her scope shots leave a very visible trail, kind of like the sniper's machina, that gives away her position. Again, the trail can be a good or bad thing. Sure, it gives away your position, but you're also saying to the enemy, do not stick your head out here unless you want a bullet between your eyes. Now they both also have some pretty good secondaries to deal with those close quarter situations. The sniper's SMG is pretty good at medium to close range, although you might find some snipers opting for something like a Razorback or Girardi instead, since he has some pretty good alternatives. Widow's rifle acts as an assault rifle when it's not scoped in, which means you don't have to switch to another weapon to actually use it. It's just transforming between a sniper rifle and an assault rifle. And this is great for when you get rushed down or you need to finish off someone quickly. The sniper unfortunately doesn't have too many mobility options. He does run at 100% speed, which is pretty good, but that's about it. Now Widowmaker on the other hand has a freaking grappling hook. This allows her to get to high places or to move horizontally really quickly if you need to get to the objective. Now if you grapple a surface and you press jump as soon as you reach it, it'll hurl you into the air, maintaining your momentum for a bit, which can lead to some pretty cool air shots. Now, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of them already, and I'm no good at them, but hey, it's fun to try, and at least there's an option for you to do that for you 360 no-scopers out there who are trying to make your next montage. The last thing I want to talk about is the Huntsman Sniper and Hanzo, Archer versus Archer. The Huntsman, or Luxman, is really a subclass of the Sniper, so it's hard to compare sometimes. It's usually for people who like to stick with their team a bit, rather than, staying way in the back. It can be kinda lonely back there. I personally like to pair the Huntsman with the Darwin's Danger Shield for that extra bit of health, since I'll probably get hit by a lot of stuff on the front line. And of course there's a whole headshot thing. Sorry snipers. And then there's Hanzo, who's mainly a DPS hero. Now some people just hate, quote, Hanzo mains because it can be next to useless if you can't hit your arrows. Now sure, he has lots of utilities, like he has a really fun wall climb, he has a scatter arrow, and even a sonic arrow to help you detect other players. But if you can't hit your regular arrows, well, you can be almost next to useless. There have been many times where I tried to play Hanzo, and I kept missing, and then I got yelled at by my team. Now, I'm not hating on them or anything, but I think pro players have something to do with this. When they play Hanzo, they make him look so amazing and so easy to use that some people are like, oh, I'll just do that too. And then they end up missing a lot. But the thing is, you gotta remember, not all of us are pros, so if you're just starting off with this, don't be too discouraged if you start missing a lot. Just keep on trying and you'll get better. So now it's time for me to pick my personal favorite to play, at least right now. And it's a very close call, but I'm leaning a little bit towards Widowmaker, which is funny because I suck at Widowmaker, and I'm usually way more effective in TF2 with the sniper than I am with Widowmaker in Overwatch. I think it's because of her grappling hook that I really like playing her. It makes me think about all the different places that I can go, and of course I'm gonna keep trying those jump shots, and probably keep missing, but hey, it's still kind of fun to try. Now as for the Huntsman and Hanzo, again I'm gonna have to go with Hanzo. It may seem like he's just Luxman 2.0, but there's a bit of aim that's required there. I also really like playing sort of the supporting role with his sonic arrow. I mean, it's basically wall hacks for your team, which is kind of nice. Although the Huntsman sniper does have the option to use Girardi as a supporting weapon as well, so there's that. In any case, even though I like Hanzo a little bit more, the Huntsman is still my favorite class to play in TF2. But what about you? If you play TF2 in Overwatch, who do you enjoy playing more? The Sniper or Widowmaker? And also the Huntsman Sniper or Hanzo? And of course, I'll ask this again, if they were to fight, who would win? Let me know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.